we'll do. I know. I'm not going. I promise. I'm not going to inundate you with too much Hasan insanity tonight. I promise. But Rev put something out, and this is in regards to both Hasan and our favorite set. Okay, Rev put something out. Oh my sweet fuck. Okay, Rev put something out about Hasan and Frogan, but god damn it. Chat! I was wrong. Oh, chat, I was wrong. It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, chat. Oh, Rev! Oh, you poor soul! You poor soul! Oh, God, I'm gonna have to scramble my medical team. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to scramble my medical team. We're gonna have to, after stream, I'm gonna have to get with my medical team. We're gonna have to go over the footage of this with a fine-tooth comb. In fact, I'm going to have to stay over here for the duration of this video because we need to be able to see Rev. I'm going to have to we're going to have to do some forensic medicine here and run through the possibilities. Oh, goodness.
Like I've said many times already, it's not his glasses changing size. It's Rev himself changing size.
Oh, Jack. It's so very kind of you to think of it like that, but it's not, it's the glasses. He is in regression stage, glaciantitis. It has reached its regressive phase. Oh, goodness. Okay. Chat, I give you my vow. After stream, I will get with my medical team. I will get with my diagnosticians. And we are going to try and get to the bottom of this. I promise you. Rev, don't you worry. We will figure this out. I promise you. But for now, let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So it looks like we have some more nonsense going on with Twitch, Hasan, and his orbiters. Now, there's been a lot going on with Twitch, a lot of bad looks, and we're going to look at some more developments involving this platform in just a second. But what we're going to start off with is, well,
here we go.
Some bad times for the Hasan orbiters. Now, Hasan has been busy continuing his commie LARP in China, and that's had its own consequences and funny moments, and we'll look at that as well in a little bit. But his orbiters, they're not doing well. Hasan has left the scene, and they're basically just coping, seething, and looking for attention any way they can get it, and they're looking like fools.
Lone Wolf, don't worry. I will be on this with my forensics. Do not worry. I will be doing a full forensic analysis. Don't worry.
Let's begin with one of his most solid
here we go. Here we fucking
Frogan,
go.
the two-time rising Twitch star,
Here
the Froganator, if you will. Now, in case you forgot, she's in the middle of a lawsuit with Ethan Klein. The
hang on. Okay, I will move. He'll skew my data, but I will move. Chat. Look at how much Frogan's raised for her lawsuit. And she's still at under $38,000 for her lawsuit against Ethan. She's only still acquired 19% of her GoFundMe. And I'm guessing the other two are just in bad shape. Oh yeah, it's fucking dead. Her GoFundMe is fucking cooked. As is Denim's and as is Kaceytron's. The GoFundMes are fucking cooked.
Copyright infringement lawsuit he filed against her, and as you can see, the GoFundMe is not doing well. She's at 19% of her $200,000 goal. It's been like 6 months. I think it's time to wrap it up. I mean, look at this. The last donation was 5 days ago, and then the one before that was 10 days ago. It's not going great for the Frogmeister over here, but she got lumped in with some drama.
Oh, yeah. I went off on them for this one. I don't know if you guys saw my quote. Yeah, I had some words for Twitch. Well, I didn't have words specifically. I had something of a gesture for Twitch that I posted on Twitch. I don't know if Rev probably won't show it, but I had a particular gesture for Twitch's little post here for Veterans Day.
Thanks to Twitch, oddly enough, because yesterday, in case you didn't see my video, it was Veterans Day, and Twitch came out with their performative post saying, oh, you know, happy Veterans Day, guys. We're going to do something to celebrate you guys, please. And they got hit with a note saying Frogan went onto stream and wished PTSD onto soldiers, and Twitch did nothing about it. You've seen the clip before. She wished harm on U.S. soldiers and said they deserve PTSD and to not get any healthcare benefits.
Okay, he said it.
Complete mess. And also, I want to say, yesterday...
No, Tornado, that was Hasan. Hasan was the one that said America deserved 9/11. Frogan, for the 9/11 thing, what Frogan did, well, Ahmad, I will find out. I promise you. I promise you, I will find out what's going on with his glasses. Don't worry, I will be investigating. But yes, Frogan was going to bake a cake for 9/11 celebrating the terrorists. She had a sub goal on her stream coming up to the anniversary of 9/11 where she was going to bake a cake with the Twin Towers and a plane flying into it in celebration of the terrorists. That was her thing for 9/11. In regards to veterans, she said on stream, I hope you get PTSD and I hope you get no healthcare when you get back. And then she even doubled down on that because then she watched at a slightly later time, she watched her own video footage of her saying, I hope you get no PT, boo fucking who, I hope you get no PT, I hope you get PTSD and no healthcare when you get home. And her response to herself was, yeah, I looked at that and I went, oh, based. Oh, based. So yeah, she fucking doubled down on that. And Twitch wants to pretend like we give a fuck about veterans. And of course, yeah, that's where the community note came from.
In my video, I said, veterans, if you want to speak up about your experience in the chat, please share. I read a lot of them. Great stuff. I appreciate you guys commenting. I appreciate your service. Again, as I said yesterday, but hearing some of your messages, really cool stuff. But anyways, I shared...
Actually, I don't think he's gonna... I actually, on my tweet about... Because, well, I'll wait, because I'm going to see if he brings up Frogan's tweet itself.
This message that Frogan made in the replies, and it ratioed Twitch into the shadow realm. But, of course, Frogan has come out. Something about this event has really perturbed her, where she felt the need to respond. She quoted Twitch and, of course, bravely locked the replies, saying the community note is crazy because remember when I was banned for a whole month after this, referring to the PTSD comments, and Twitch didn't communicate with me at all. Now, spoiler alert, you can see some proposed community notes here.
It's a
she's
lie.
Lying. She's complete.
Yep, I tweeted this. As soon as I saw her tweet like this, I quoted it and I said it was a lie. Her ban, Rev is probably going to say this, but I want to get it first. Her ban was not for what she said about veterans. Her ban was because she, Denims, and a whole bunch of other Hasan orbiters made a literal racist tier list at TwitchCon. And the only reason why she got banned is because the sponsor of TwitchCon that year, Chevron, went, what the actual fuck are you people allowing? We're taking our money and we're fucking off. And that is the only reason why Twitch issued a ban against Frogan. She wasn't banned for what she said about veterans. She was banned because she and her fellow Hasan orbiters made a racist tier list, and she only caught the ban because Chevron got pissed. And so Twitch had to go, oh, well, we have to do something because our big money sponsor pulled out. That's why she caught the ban. Not because she said that veterans deserve PTSD. So
that was a fucking lie.
And yes, Chevron fucked off and they have not sponsored a Twitch event since. Yeah, she lost them literal millions. And that's why she caught a ban. No, Rygat, to my understanding, that ban did not get appealed. She had to ride out that full 30 days, to my understanding.
Completely lying to your face. She's contradicting her own previous statements. She is 100% certifiably lying with this statement. In fact, the only person who really got like a crazy long ban involving any of these parties here is Tectone.
Yeah?
Tectone got a 2-week ban for calling Frogan fat. That happened like months ago, by the way.
Wait, I thought he caught the 2-week ban for referencing denims was a whore. I thought he caught a 1-week ban for calling Frogan fat, and he caught the 2-week ban for referencing, not even calling her, but referencing denims being a whore. Am I getting those two mixed up? It'd be easy to do, but am I getting those two mixed up? No, not at all. And he didn't deserve either ban. Oh, that's right. You're right, Ragnar. You're right. It was 2 weeks each, but he appealed the Frogan ban and got the Frogan ban dropped down to 7 days. Yeah, it started as 2 weeks and he appealed it down to 7 days, but the denims ban was a full 2 weeks and they rejected his appeal on that. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
And according to CNN, this article I am citing here for circumstantial evidence of why Frogan is lying about that 30-day ban and why she got it. It's coming from CNN, so this is not some alt-right chud news source here. This is something I think Frogan would probably use herself. And back a year ago, they talked about a situation where Twitch banned Frogan, among others, because of a targeted hateful conduct situation where she was a part of a panel, a Twitch-sponsored panel, where, as you can see at TwitchCon, they did a racial tier list. Yes, in case you forgot, this was a real thing. Okay, not only did Twitch platform this, they got major sponsors like Capcom, Chevron, Samsung, among
and they backed
others.
out.
And the whole
Thank you, Lycan. Thank you for the 5 gifted. No, Hasan was not here. Hasan was not a part of this panel. Thank you, Lycan. And Teen Sama, I missed yours earlier. Thank you for the subby over on Kick. Thank you. But no, Hasan was not. This is the funny part. Other than the iDubbbz video that he did, where both Denims and Frogan were there doing his content cop against Ethan, Hasan rarely actually collabs with anyone on this panel. Hasan does not deem any of these people worthy enough to collab with him. So yeah, no, that is not Hasan sitting right there. I don't even know who the hell that is. That's just some jamoke that is also a fucking racist against anybody that's not Arab. But yeah, it's like he doesn't collab with any of these people. They are literally beneath him. The 5 of these people literally crawl around Hasan's feet begging for scraps.
The whole purpose of what they were doing was taking content creators and ranking them. You can see the top was Arab, and they put Hasan up there. So if you're Arab,
of course,
good. You're S tier. That means good. You're the best.
Yeah.
And then down here, loves Sabra. They put a bunch of Jewish content creators like Ethan Klein, meaning they're bad. They're F tier. Boo. Bad. So yeah, turns out you can't do that. And of course, Frogan was banned for 30 days. And in that same article,
okay, well, no, I do need to point out. Twitch only said you can't do that, that's bad, because of Chevron. That's it. It's only because of Chevron. And notice at the bottom, notice at the bottom, As an event sponsor, Chevron relied on conference organizers to exercise stringent oversight of presentations and content, and we are disappointed that such divisive rhetoric was allowed on stage, a spokesman said Wednesday. The company said it reviews its sponsorships and advertisements periodically. Translation, Chevron told Twitch to go fuck itself after this, and they pulled their multi-millions of dollars of sponsorship money. That's why Frogan caught the ban, because she, Denims, and everyone else on that panel cost Twitch literal billions of dollars. And that's why she caught the ban. Not because Twitch was saying, oh, you violated the TOS. We're going to ban you because we're a good platform that actually gives a fuck. No, they did it because they lost money. Tornado? Under the current leadership, no. Under the current leadership, Chevron will not sponsor Twitch again. Nope. If Twitch basically, if Amazon fires Dan Clancy, fires everyone that worked for Dan Clancy, fires everyone in the moderation team, and actually brings in people that give a fuck about running the platform properly, and they do it for a while, maybe Chevron might consider sponsoring a Twitch event again. But that is many years down the line. In the immediate future, within the next 5 to 10 years, no, Chevron probably will not sponsor a Twitch event.
Just mention, Chevron, among other sponsors, were mortified by this.
Yep.
Which, duh. I think we're a little bit desensitized to what goes on at Twitch. Like, we see this crazy stuff happening left and right, and we're like, it's just another crazy thing with the Hasan community and his orbiters, right? But like a sponsor, a normie sponsor on the outside, looking at where their ad placement is on a racial tier list, they're like, whoa. This is not what we signed up for. This is not what we are paying them for. This is crazy. Now, if you're looking at all this and you go back to Frogan's statement where she says the note is crazy because she was banned for saying that soldiers deserve PTSD. That's where the month-long ban came from. Now, looking at the article and the circumstances surrounding her 30-day ban, it seems abundantly clear that she was banned because of the panel, right?
Yes.
But if you don't want to believe me, here's an easy solution. Believe her own words. Back in 2024 when this happened, she clarified, live with the replies locked, of course, saying 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus, but other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the G word that YouTube doesn't like of Palestinians. Got it. Referring to Asmongold. And here's the reason, hateful conduct. Referring to the panel. She's very clearly referring to the panel she was on, and that's why she got a 30-day ban. So when she goes back and says the PTSD comments, she already served her time, she's lying. She's just flat out objectively
and I called that
lying
out too.
To you. And it's not too surprising. But anyways, she would double down, I guess at this point triple, maybe even quadrupled down on her comments. She
oh my God.
went further back in 2024, talking about how bad U.S. military veterans are and all of the horrible things they've done while she was trying to quote-unquote apologize. Yeah, she rehashed that statement yesterday and said, here's my statement and make sure you know it. Yeah, she's not sorry whatsoever. Now, let's go back to Hasan Piker, who again is
here we go.
out in China, making the waves. And it's really stirred some very interesting conversations on social media. People talking about communism. See this post, they got 1 million views saying capitalism breeds racism.
Oh, for
communism
fuck's sake.
would end it.
I swear to God, we need to revamp schools. Like, this kind of thought process only comes from the modern education system. That people in America are like, oh, yes, communism. Give me more of that. Like, these people are not being taught what the hell communism actually is. These people don't realize that under communism, the government has the authority to just arbitrarily take your shit and give it to someone else because communism. They don't seem to understand this. But for some reason, they'll... See, here's the biggest issue. Well, one of the biggest issues. People that love espousing about communism think that communism is like social programs, like free healthcare. For some reason, people like literally seem to conflate communism with social programs that the majority of countries have, such as healthcare, such as EBT, such as child tax credits, like free child care, things like that, which these social programs, oh my God, excuse me. These social programs are literally in pretty much every Western civilized nation. That is a capitalist situation, not a communist situation. They already exist, but basically these people just want the government to take care of them. They want full government health care. It's the same thing they want, like the free buses in New York that Mondami's going to try to do, which he can't do, by the way. Everything that Zoran Mondami wants to do, he can't do, he won't do. He basically lied to the entire city of New York and basically just fucking scammed all of them to get into a position of power as the mayor of New York. So that's a whole different fucking thing. But that's what people think communism is. They don't realize that communism is literally the government willy-nilly being able to just seize your personal property. You get no fucking say about it, and they can distribute it how they see fit. You basically will own nothing and like it. You will only receive government-approved things that they decree you are allowed to possess. They don't realize that's what communism is. They equate communism to, generally speaking, socialism. Or social programs, more specifically. They equate it to social programs, which exist in every capitalist society around the globe. Around the globe, social programs exist in every capitalist society that are not communist. But it's not good enough for these people because they basically want everything for free from the government. They don't want to have to do a fucking thing. They don't want to have to work. They want to just get paid by the government, get free healthcare by the government, and sit on their fat fucking asses and just like play video games, watch TV, or jerk off to porn all day long. That's what people who are touting communism think it is. And they are very wrong. I blame the modern educational system, particularly colleges, for basically not educating them on what the facts of reality are.
People they're waking up just posting complete BS, dude. Like, they are trying to act like, all of the horrible atrocities under communism never happened. And that's the solution for everything. And I looked at their bio. First thing you gotta know, communists. These people walk among us, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
And you see campaigns coordinator of the Who communists?
The Who.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh,
I don't like that. Retract that Twitter handle immediately. The Rev communist, excuse me.
Oh, poor Rev. How many people are trying to find Rev on Twitter and accidentally end up doing this instead? That they don't know to put in the underscore after his name. Oh, poor Rev. Oh, Rev. Oh, you poor soul. First you're afflicted with Kaceytron, and now you're gonna be the victim of identity theft. Rev, this just isn't your month. It's just not your month. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Blooded patriot. I don't want to be associated with any of this commie gobbledygook, okay? But anyways, back to Hasan Piker. As we talked about yesterday in my video, he was briefly detained by Chinese security because he had a meme on his phone. Yes, the land that he's calling some bastion of freedom, they briefly detained him for a meme on his phone. They searched through his phone and his crew's phones. It's a complete mess, and he looked very stupid, and he spent the next stream doing everything to do tricks on the Chinese Communist Party, even saying that he's just a white dude in China. He basically
yeah. All of a sudden, he's a white dude and not a Muslim. You know, is that when it's convenient for him, he's a white dude and not Muslim. Every other time, like when he's in the States, he's like, I'm Muslim, I'm Muslim, I'm Muslim. He fucks around in China. I'm just a dumb white guy.
Racial profiling is okay because he's a white guy in China, which is crazy because only a couple days ago he described himself as brown, but now a couple days later he's white. He's like a racial chameleon, if you will. He's shifting anytime it's convenient for his message. But even Chinese viewers are not buying this. I thought this was hilarious. So people in the chat, Chinese users, are saying electric dog, referring to him shocking Kaya.
Love it.
That is the funniest thing. You know, it'd be funny if they said, like, oh, you're shocking your dog. This is way funnier. I'm sorry. The language barrier adding a little spice to this is just, it's just perfect. But anyways, he has not relented. He's gone back and defended China even more, talking about how sick, how cool China is, which, honestly, again, if you like China so much,
oh my God, it's sick. Abundant style consumption paired up with a centrally controlled economy. You have 1950s Soviet era building blocks next to the Gucci store. Because of course he would mention the Gucci store. The communist with the Gucci bag. Yeah.
Stay there.
My mind, in my conscience, I have already become Chinese. Okay? We were all...
Then fucking move there, dipshit. Fucking Steven Seagal fucked off to the Soviet Union, and Putin now has him as some fucking whale of a... I don't know what fucking position he gave him. So if you love China so much, fucking move there. I'm sure fucking Winnie the Pooh will be happy to give you some kind of like social media job for the Chinese Communist Party. You love China so much, fucking move there, shitbag. Cause nobody wants you back in the States. People would be fucking thrilled if you fucked off to China. People would be fucking thrilled. And you know what? You could preach to your audience. You could preach to the audience that you have been having wet dreams over for the last 15 fucking years. You could just sit on your stream and just jerk off to the Chinese Communist Party all day and people would love you for it. So please, pack your shit and get the fuck out and move to China if you love it so much.
Already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese. Okay?
You fucking stay there.
Let me just start by saying that. It's fucking sick. Okay? Like, you have abundant style consumption
For
paired
God's
up
sake.
with a centrally controlled economy, an economic system that has yielded tremendous development.
Yeah? Am I crazy, or does he sound like he's got a bit of the goof? I mean, he is in China. Xanax, that's the second possibility. Either he's caught a bit of the coof, or he's been pounding the booze. COVID, Zap. It's the funny way to say COVID. Yeah, drunk as well. The last couple of streams he's done on location, he did this when he got booted out of Mondani's fucking mayoral parties. He went back to his hotel and got himself shit-faced and jumped on stream. I think that's what he's doing here. He's getting himself shit-faced and jumping on stream. He's like breaking down. This is like the second stream of his within the last like week that he's just been shit-faced on stream. He is losing it. He is breaking down.
You have 1950s Soviet era building blocks next to the Gucci store. If there was ever a country that represented the synthesis, the things that I enjoy so much personally.
Thank you, King-sama.
If ever such a country existed, I do not know. You have to try the premium grilled chicken sandwich at McDonald's China, or I'm gonna report you to the CCP officials. You have met me at a very Chinese time in my life, chat.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing about all
God,
this is
he is fucking sloshed. Are we experiencing his alcoholic arc? Because he's been absolutely shit-faced on a number of streams as of late. Is he having an alcoholic right now? Because it certainly seems like it. Yeah, we're witnessing him going through his decline. I think it might get worse. We might be seeing more examples of him being drunk, severely drunk on stream more and more. Because he's already crashed out multiple times saying he hates being a streamer, that his own long-standing community is starting to dogpile on him, and it's enraging him. Now he's been drunk on 2 different streams within the last week. We may be actually witness to the beginning of his downward spiral, chat. And I am here for it.
is that Hasan Piker is really, he's playing a dangerous game here with China. He pretends to simp for the Chinese Communist Party, and he says all these things that, to the point, it looks like he's state-sponsored, to be quite frank with you. But if you like this place so much, why don't you just stay? Why don't you just stay in China? Of course, he's not going to do that, right? We all know this. He's not going to stay there, because if he said even a fraction of the things he has said about U.S. officials and politicians, if he said the same thing about Chinese officials and their government, he knows he'd go to prison, that day, if he said something like, advocating for political...
We're expert. I think you're right. I think that was the kickoff point. And no, Captain Rudy. No, that's straight. We don't wish that upon anybody. We can wish for him to lose his career because he's a piece of shit and he's going to go down an alcoholic spiral. We can say that we want him booted off the platform because he's a terrorist sympathizing piece of shit that has actually advocated for violence against others. We do not wish harm on anybody because we are better. We are far better than Hasan. Remember that. We can want him to get arrested. We can want him to get kicked off the platform. I'm with you. But we do not wish for harm because we are better. We are strays. Remember that. And yes, to the point that I was starting to make, who said, we're expert? I think you're right. I think what happened with Kaya was the tipping point. I think the Collargate incident with Kaya was the tipping point for Hasan to begin his downward spiral. I think at that point, because people dogpiled him so much for that, he's breaking. I do think he's breaking, and we're witnessing his fall.
He knows he'd go to prison, that day, if he said something like, advocating for political violence, or saying crazy out-of-pocket stuff, and slandering them. He'd go to prison immediately. Now, Hasan might be a lot of things, and there's a lot of things to criticize him for, but he's smart enough to know that. He's smart enough to know that he can't say the same things that he does about U.S. officials towards Chinese officials. He knows that. And also, this guy's talking about, this bastion of freedom over there where, of course, he's getting, detained for memes on his phone. And this just came out today. Apple removes 2 gay dating apps in China to comply with a government order. Wow. That doesn't seem very progressive of the commie regime over there. That's
Anything to say about this, Hasan? You love the gays. You're a big leftist. You love the LGBT community. Anything to say about this, Hasan? You love China so much. Maybe you can go walk right up to Xi Jinping's office and demand a meeting with him about removing gay dating apps from the Chinese App Store. Go on. Go ahead, Hasan. Yeah, I'm sure they won't, like, throw you into a cell, toss away the key, and let you rot for a few years. Go ahead. Give it a try. Give it a try.
Crazy. Can't believe Hasan supports that. But anyways, Asmongold really hit the nail on the head when he described why Hasan is defending China so hard and pretending like, well, it's all good. Well, we all know if what happened to him in China happened in the US, he would never shut up about it.
Here's the thing, right? If the police ever detained Hasan and wanted to look through his phone to see if he had any problematic memes, and he was in the United States, he would be talking about this for the rest of his career, okay?
Yeah.
Like, this would be, when did you know that we had fascism? Well, you see, one time I was at this place and they asked to see my phone. Like, obviously everybody would say this, right? And so it's just so obviously a double standard, right? So he is white. Yes, exactly, right? You're obviously white. So he likes racial profiling now. Horseshoe theory, indeed. Which actually, I never even thought about that, but you're right. Yes. So he's basically justifying racial profiling, which is like, okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Well, let's see here. China gets a free pass, yeah. And yeah, all right. Let's start racially profiling people. Let's do that. And he did that at the airport with his phone. Well, yeah, they didn't do that with the airport necessarily. Like, in the TSA stopped them. Yeah, obviously, because I mean, again, like, I'm sorry, but if you're the kind of person that's like posting about terrorism, then yeah, I would want the TSA to give you a little interview to make sure that you're not a terrorist, right? To be like, hey, so do you want to blow up the country? No? Okay, all right, good. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, no, he's good, guys. Don't worry about it.
All right, so let's go to another Hasan orbiter who's having a bit of a tough time here. The Kaceytron, the Kaceynator, the people's pothead, as she describes herself. Now, of course, in case you missed the previous episodes of Dragon Ball here, she's also facing a lawsuit from Ethan Klein for copyright infringement. And kudos to her, I guess. She's made it the furthest of anyone of the trio facing these lawsuits. She's at 49% of her $100,000 goal, but of course she has stagnated. Let's see, the most recent one, 5 days ago.
5 days ago.
So, yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it, guys. But she's been having a tough time on Twitter. You can see she's crashing out. So a couple days ago, she said, "Incel-infested hellscape of a website. It's actually crazy how willing incels are to broadcast their mental unwellness in my comment sections on an hourly basis." And you can see this meme reply, "Say the line, Casey. Men are incels," and everyone cheers. Because if you want a fun game to play, go to Kaceytron's Twitter and keyword search incel. And you can scroll for about 5 minutes. It's like the one bullet that's always in the chamber for her. She calls everyone an incel. She'll call married people incels. She'll call women incels. She'll do it all. And she's clearly not doing too hot right now. And she got angry about this post, I believe 2 or 3 days ago, where you can see the original post saying, "Genuinely the easiest way for any woman to look 5 times less attractive with a septum piercing." Now, the lore behind that is, if you see some like hyper liberal, like ridiculous type person on, let's say, TikTok, and they're spouting a bunch of nonsense.
Not wrong at all.
There's like a 90% chance they have this exact piercing. Okay, they have this shrapnel in their face. But Kaceytron didn't like this. She said septum piercings, crystals, and astrology are a great way to ward off men that will never see you as an equal, will never respect your interests or beliefs, and will also never sexually satisfy you. Don't know why she said that, but the crystals and astrology, good.
Yeah, this is projection. This is Kaceytron doing a fuckload of projection because I'm guessing she probably got rejected by every guy that she had an interest in because they're like, bitch, get away from me. I don't want a fucking dopehead like you. She's projecting right now because, all she's got left is man hate. That's literally all Kaceytron has left is her hatred of men. And so she's going to just broadcast that till the day her stream dies. And thank you, Baconator.
Good luck with your witchcraft. I hope that works out for you. It won't. But yeah, she would get dunked on and ratioed very hard by several posts, including this one right here, saying, waking up in the morning and knowing I will never acquire a woman that looks like this with her priorities straight. That's right. That's where all the GoFundMe is going. It's going towards the weed fund, of course.
God,
and
that
then
filthy
Nux,
desk.
in the replies, ratioed her into the shadow realm, saying, in quotes, if you make yourself look ugly and R-worded, men will stay away, end quote. Brilliance. And she didn't like that one. She didn't like that one bit. And she posted a photo of her husband and said she triggered the incel brigade, and I'm about to have hundreds of P-word, R-word enablers telling me how undesirable I am to them, as if any woman wants to...
Hi, Raiders. Hi, Ghost Outcast. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. You're catching us at the tail end of a Rev video, but don't worry, I got more lined up for afterwards. Welcome in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. So come on in, pull up a chair, get some of your free popcorn, and let's enjoy the end of the show.
Attract men of such low value. She sounds like Andrew Tate with like the low value man. But Nux would reply with a picture that has a caption that says basically two bundles of sticks. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
and she says, you talk really big behind your keyboard. You would cower before my husband like the worm you are. He literally...
for God's sake.
He'd literally wipe you out of existence.
So she's got weed
like
mixed
you
with
emasculate
copium.
him is hilarious, though.
So she's got that weed copium mix right now.
If you understand how this meme works, this is actually hilarious. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. The Hasan crew is not doing too hot. Twitch, not doing too hot. But hey, we're here to laugh at them, and life is good. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
And again, chat, do not fear. I will be investigating the Glaceontitis situation with Rev after stream. Don't worry, I will get to the bottom of this. We will get Rev all the help that he needs. This, I promise you.